All right.
All right. What she said?
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
So, look, gotta do my little self-check.
Nice.
Thank you, Kato.
Yes, she does.
So, welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
So, today,
Welcome.
look,
What they used to say
welcome to
that?
Fantasy Island.
Welcome to Fantasy Island. Smiles, everyone.
The blend.
Yeah.
The blend. Okay. So anyway.
Yes, my dear. What's that?
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Gratitude is everything.
Gratitude is everything.
Yes.
Gratitude is everything. Let me say that. Let me look at that. Gratitude is everything. What is that? What the hell does that mean?
You know, being grateful. You know, because everybody goes through stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody. Nobody is exempt from going through some stuff.
Yeah.
But having gratitude while you're going through helps so much. You know, I believe in vibrations. And when the gratitude is missing, then the vibration is so low. And you can't attract greatness when you're vibrating low down in the dumps, you know? So even when growing through a situation, I reach for what I'm grateful for. Okay, I know this situation is real special, but what am I grateful for about this situation? And I find the most minute things that I'm grateful for, but it really, really helps, you know? And daily thinking about what I'm grateful for in this day, even if the day felt a little irritating, what wonderful happened in this experience today, you know, or even in a trial. What wonderful happened within a trial, you know?
What wonderful happened within a trial to be grateful for is being able to make it through the trial.
Thank you.
Being able to, not necessarily you may not be grateful for having the trial, but being able to make it through and therefore having passed it.
Right.
You know.
And you know, I'm often grateful for my trials. Because every trial that I've experienced has taught me something.
Right.
I've learned something, and I look for what is that thing that I learned? What is that thing within that trial that helped me to grow, you know, that I could be grateful for? So, I mean, if you think back at your trials, you learned something. So they were on purpose. And that's how I feel. Life is on purpose. And I live my life on purpose. So if I have attracted a lesson, then okay, let me just learn that joker and be grateful that it was like that.
Right.
Some you know, shoot, because you're not guaranteed to survive stuff.
You're not guaranteed to survive.
Shoes, I'm grateful I've survived all my lessons, you know, because it stuff could have been cray.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And I think about that, and not to get too deep in religion, but I think of a song that I used to like to sing. And it's by the Williams Brothers, and it's called "I'm Still Here," right? And in that song they're saying different things, you know, hardship. I had my share of hardship, had my share of disappointments. I had my, you know, people talk about me, but through it all, I made it through another day's journey. I'm still here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's, you know, that whole grateful thing. Of being great. What is it? What did you say? Grateful.
Gratitude. Is everything.
It is everything. Yeah. Just being grateful for those kind of things. Being grateful for the people that's been placed in your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't think, me personally, I don't believe anything just happened. I think everything, you know, happened for a reason, and there was a purpose for whatever. Whether there was a particular person and that thing turned out to be a negative thing, there's something even being grateful of if you learned a lesson from that.
Right.
You know. But the great people who have come, especially in my life, in the situations in trials and tribulations and great triumphs, people have been a part of that as well. You can't help but be grateful. An ungrateful person is not a person I want to be around. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, Yeah.
And you know, I what it bothers me sometimes when people say, "Well, it's not that I'm ungrateful, but."
Yeah.
Well, then you are being ungrateful.
Right.
If you have to follow "but" by, it's not that I'm not. You know, I mean, be grateful. Be grateful that you have everything that you have in this moment.
Yeah.
Be grateful that you have this moment.
That you even have.
You know what I'm saying? Because you just don't know
buddy.
what the travels of somebody else were.
And that's another thing of not taking into consideration. Sometimes we don't realize, you know, how the saying go, I once was sad because I didn't have any new shoes until I met a man who didn't have any feet.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You not really understand.
I mean, that's not funny, but
no, it's not funny at all.
Exactly.
But because it's real.
Exactly.
It's realer than real deal Holyfield. And now you, because the hoes know how I feel. That's my little shout out to Snoop. But nah, it's real as I don't know what. The little things you can be, the fact that maybe you're in a home and you know, you may not have HBO, but you at least maybe are able to get basic cable. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
A home and you know, whether even your air conditioner not working, but you do have a house full of fans that can blow something.
Right.
You know, you got a fan, if you know the old school way, the way we used to, and that was how it get ice in the bowl, in the bucket. You know what I'm saying? Because there's other people who don't even have, is unfortunately, who may not be as blessed as you are at that particular moment with just that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's definitely real. Like I said, saying, I don't know, it may sound funny to you, but to me, that's real as I don't know what, because you know
it is so real.
You know, I saw a clip today. If you get a chance, it's on my Facebook page.
Okay.
And there was this guy. In the clip, there's this guy who he walks. What happens? He walks in the house and he's surprised. But first he sees his brother, who we haven't seen in 4 years. You know, this African guy. And so he kind of like bugs out. He happy to see his little brother. And then he looks and he sees his mom, who he hadn't seen in 10 years. Mm-hmm. And he bugs out. I mean, he kind of, and it's almost, it'll touch people who can be touched. Who some people just don't have no thing about them that wouldn't be touched. Those who do have that thing in them that can be touched, it'll touch you in so many ways because it makes you think about your own particular life. You know, there's some of us who don't have that. Man, if I could just have that time once again to see my mom, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he hadn't seen his in 10 years. Mm-hmm. So you see how grateful he was 10 years, but he was able to see her 10 years later. I mean, he fell on the ground. This was a grown man. This wasn't a child. Mm-hmm. And you can tell he was African by, you know, his accent and stuff, the way he reacted. Mm-hmm. And, you know, so sometimes when if you're not understanding the whole gratitude type of thing, think about ones who don't have friends they can call when they're upset about, or don't have, you know, a love relationship. People don't like being alone all the time, or whatever. You know, if somebody is posting real heavily on Facebook, selfies, think about, or whatever it is they're doing, just think about what's going on with them and why they're doing that. And you know, and just be grateful. And you may be maybe not be in a better situation, but everybody goes through everything. So just having enough to have gratitude, enough to just be happy seeing another day. Yeah.
And I mean, and honestly, to me, we really have to focus on introspection.
Yeah.
You know, looking in the mirror at yourself.
Yeah.
And being in this moment.
Right.
In this moment, if you just stop and be in this moment, there's no sadness, there's no fear, there's no anxiety. Each moment is only filled with stillness. If you just pause for a second, there's nothing going on. Like right now, you feel nothing. You know, it just feels peace, you know? So if you stop in a moment, it's not that difficult to find that thing to be grateful about, even if somebody just plucked your nerves. You know what I mean? Just be still for a second and find the happy place. Find that thing to be happy about and grateful for in the moment. So
be happy who you are.
Exactly.
Regardless of who you are. Sugar Bear from EU. Some of y'all may. I talk go-go a lot because I grew up.
I am good with go-go. I love go-go.
You know, Sugar Bear with EU used to always say, you know, big, fat, short, tall people in the house, let's roll call. It meant everybody, whoever you are. Let's roll call. Let's enjoy. People in the house, let's roll call.
You sound like him when you do that.
Big, fat, short call. Short, tall people in the house, let's roll call.
All right, y'all. So why don't you guys share some moments that you have been very, very grateful for, and even share how you've grown through a trial by focusing on gratitude. That would be helpful because a lot of people don't know how to tap into gratitude. So let's start practicing being grateful. Think of, and this is something you could do on your own.
Yeah.
Write down, like if you get a journal or something, write down 3 things that you're grateful for every day. So either when you wake up or when you're about to go to sleep. If you do it when you're about to go to sleep, you can reflect upon your day and write down 3 things that you were grateful for in that day. And they could be it could be like, I found a parking space like nothing when I got to work today.
How about that? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I be praying for that. Okay.
Or I didn't have. I got to the. Or it could be something as simple as I got to the counter and I couldn't find my wallet or whatever, and the guy behind me paid for the thing for me. He paid it forward. So, so tomorrow I'm going to pay it forward to somebody.
Exactly. I'm even grateful when I find coins. Like if I find a penny or a dime or something, I do a dance. I'll be like, ooh, I found a dime. I found a dime. And I'm in gratitude that I found a dime because I ain't have to find a dime.
Look,
you know what I mean?
Right
okay.
Sorry,
I was about to go get it, okay? And do the happy dance. But anyway, you guys, we will see y'all next time. Don't forget, I'm at totallyrory.com and on YouTube and on Facebook. You know we everywhere.
Yeah,
and Kato?
KatoHammond.com, YouTube, Facebook. And I'll be in on the neighborhood in the internet screen close to you, near you, or however the word is. I'll get it next time. But,
All right. Peace, everybody.
Peace.